boys and girls. I was actually thinking about it, so I've been looking into one. Plus, I know where I can get one. So, but we'll keep that under our hat for later. So let's get into this though.
That's what they call drive-by.
That's why you should never TikTok on a golf course.
No.
What is going on, losers? Welcome to Lost Losers Podcast. I am your host, Mr. John McQuett, coming good at you from good on Ashland, Kentucky.
What is
young Jamie Fortney? And once again, joining us again this week, good old Donny Porter from good old Arizona. Where the fuck
live from Mesa, Arizona.
Hey, welcome, Donny.
I'm in my
having to look at like the hotel little kiosk next to you to see where you are.
You know, we got to keep a tab on Donny. So what's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing out there? Welcome to the podcast. If you're watching or listening on Rumble or YouTube or Rumble, or listening, watching on Rumble or YouTube, once again, I got to fuck this up right at the beginning.
Yada.
Yeah. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. You're listening on Apple or Spotify podcast. Hit that 5-star review for us. Share with a friend. Share with everybody. If you want to hit us up, you can hit us at Lost Losers Podcast. If you want to help support this podcast, you can go to the Patreon channel. It's $5 a month. You get the episode a day earlier. Plus, soon be coming back the Kelly's Drive Homes and what other wild stuff that we have coming up. We need to do another hard episode here shortly, don't we, James?
Yes.
What's a hard episode?
So the
That's
story
show like people getting hurt and shit.
Yeah.
The
last I tried to watch the last YMH live with my girlfriend and she could not. She started crying.
Plus the stories I keep tucked away for the
behind the paywall
that we really need to. It's like 4 or 5. It's like a 20-minute. Those are the 20-minute stories that are very detailed that you really need a minute to listen to. So those are we need to start planning out another one of those.
Kelly and
that's
I need
a
another drunk night together.
Plus that's all the Patreon. What else? Anyways, that's it. We like to kick off this wonderful podcast by the wishes. It's the weird and interesting shit that has happened throughout the week. So, James, would you like to kick it off, or Donnie? Would you like to kick it off, or you like? You know what, Donnie? You know what? Since you're
the guest,
come on.
The only really weird thing that happened to me this week. So, like,
you're in Denver. Weird shit.
I was in Denver this last week, and usually my travel days, I don't sleep for shit the night before. So like I get to the hotel room, like I want to crash. Like after I get up early in the morning, I travel, and I work all day, and I get back to the hotel room and I just want to fucking sleep. Well, this week, you know, I got picked up, taken to the airport Monday morning in St. Louis, and it was rainy as shit. And my flight was delayed an hour, which fucking sucked. You know, it took me forever. Like once I landed in Denver, like Denver airport was a nightmare. Like trying to get my bag, because I have a bunch of tools and shit. So I have to check my bag every time I travel, which is every fucking week.
Shit, yeah.
Well, I got screwdrivers and drill bits and just shit that I need to fix things. Well, it took me like 45 minutes for my bag to finally show up. And I go outside, and it's Denver. So of course it's fucking freezing out. It was like 17 degrees. And it took another 45 minutes for the fucking shuttle to the rental car center to get there. It's like I'm crabby as fuck when I finally got to a car, and this dipshit from our shop in Albuquerque sends me a message. He's like, "Hey man, I'm having a problem with my threader. The threads look fine, but the fitting's just falling off." I'm like, okay, like when was the last time you changed out the dies? Oh, it's been a little over a month. I'm like, maybe I don't think that's going to work. I'm like, then why the fuck are you calling me? Like, if you want my suggestion and you don't take it, then fuck yourself. And I had deals with like issues with this guy all fucking week. So work my day. I'm crabby as shit. Yeah.
Hold on. He's the guy that walks up and goes, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And you go, "Oh, I think this." And he goes, "That's dumb." And then turns around and goes off and does whatever he was doing in the first place.
Exactly.
I hate those people. Those people are the fucking worst. Like the only thing that are worse than those people are stillborn puppies. Like that's it. like right there at the top.
Right?
All right,
So,
sorry.
like, I deal with all that shit on Tuesday. Like, I left the branch at like 4:00. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere for dinner. Like, I'm just going back to the hotel room and I'm going to sleep. I get there, get it checked in and all that shit, and like I couldn't fall asleep to save my life. And then like finally fell asleep around midnight, and it like what was it 3:45? The fucking fire alarm starts going off in the hotel.
Oh,
Dude. I get up, throw my clothes on, go outside. Naturally, it's Denver, so it's fucking freezing out. I walk around. There's like some Jamaican guy, and he's like, "Yeah, everything's okay. You can go back in." Fucking, I go back in, and like, finally, after about 15 minutes, the alarm goes off, like turns off. So I finally go back to sleep, and like another 45 minutes later, it starts fucking going off again. It's like, fuck it, I'm already up. You know, I might have slept 14 hours this last week. It was fucking miserable.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds like Denver.
Yeah, it's Denver.
You know,
I've not had a good experience in Denver yet.
You fly into this. You fly into the spaceship that they call the airport.
Oh, it's a gigantic monstrosity.
There's a pyramid underneath it, supposedly, isn't there?
Fucking
What's the
the
weird?
mothership.
Isn't there some like weird thing with the Denver airport?
I
Like that's where the lizard people kingdom's at, or some wild shit.
I'm gonna
There's
find
all
that
those theories.
And the weird thing, it's like 82 miles away from downtown Denver.
It's not
It's
that.
like an hour or something like that.
But with traffic.
Yeah,
But like when
but
you
still,
leave
it's
the
in the middle
airport,
of nowhere.
the city looks tiny because it's so far away and it's so flat.
Yeah, it's a weird place. Donnie,
Yeah.
we've all been in a fucking hotel where the smoke detector or the alarm's gone off, right? We've all had that happen.
Oh yeah.
It's the worst. The absolutely fucking worst. Because it always
Especially
happens on a bad travel day.
in the middle of the fucking night.
It's always in the middle of the night on a bad travel day. But you know, if you're having a bad travel day in the middle of the night, you know the fucking alarm's going off in the hotel because it's just your time.
Yeah.
It's your time in the bucket. That's
like,
it.
God damn it. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay in bed and wait for this place to burn down. Fuck it. The second time it went off, I'm like, I'm not getting up. They can kiss my ass.
I won't feel a thing. The smoke will get me first.
Right.
I'll die of carbon dioxide person.
I'm just thinking of Joey Diaz's story of his uncle on heroin in the house fire, where he was woken up by the fire department being like, and he was just like, my pizza roll's done.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all that happened to me this week.
Nice, Donnie. Sounds like a fucking great week in Denver.
Well, I got home Friday night and I'm like, man, I got like 2 roaches. And like I bought, where'd they go? I bought 2 6-packs of pre-rolls. And I get here and I'm like, there was a fucking pre-roll left. I was like, yay.
Oh, nope. That's awesome. Well, dude, that sucks though. James,
What up?
what'd you do? By the way, everyone's New Year okay? Everyone had a good New Year's, right? Obviously, has made it. I'm glad to see
I
it.
was sick through it.
Oh well, that's good.
Oh, mine was dog shit.
Oh, all right then. Jamie, what's going on with your week?
Oh, I got in a fight with the wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I was
that's it. That's all. That's all you need to say. I got to fight with my wife. We're like, we're moving on.
Yeah, moving along.
James.
I deal with that before we started this. So I mean, I was sick for like half the week. After our fucking podcast last week, after we recorded, I had to go to work and showed up at work, and my manager came over and looked at me and was just like, get the fuck out of my kitchen. You need to leave.
You're gonna fucking
Because
start a
I
pandemic.
walked in just like pale white, just looking disgusting. And she was like, nope, go the fuck home.
If the next pandemic starts, it's called the cheddar flu. We know where the fucking origin or patient 0 was. It's James. Fucking coughing on everyone's food. Continue.
Yeah, like I went and threw up like twice while just doing my prep of getting ready to cook. Which is only like 40 minutes. I'm there before we start cooking. And I get over, put my gloves on, get ready to cook and everything. And my manager just walks over and is just like, James, get out of here. You need to fucking leave. And so that woke up on Sunday and just could not function. Could not barely move without throwing up, just sore and everything. I think it was just stomach flu. But called in. They were just like, yeah, please stay away.
Don't ever come. You don't have to come back either. Oh, wait, what?
But I had to go get Dodge's note for that and everything. But had my fourth or fifth Christmas now.
Jesus.
Just
I don't even know I don't even know that many
separated.
people who love me that would have that many Christmases with me.
I think it's the third no, it is fourth like celebration. The third one I didn't get anything, but just went and hung out with people.
Oh, like I don't even know that many people who love me.
I'm not saying like I got gifts from everyone, just like fourth or fifth like Christmas celebration.
Fourth or fifth establishment.
Yeah. Christmas establishment.
You've gone to more Christmases than I've gone to bars this year.
I don't know if I'm proud of it or not.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
But Haven and I got some funny like adult gifts, and since we got towels and soap for Christmas, and I was so happy. Like I was so excited because we got little towels that are
I wish
our own
someone would
colors
give
and
me
everything.
socks and underwear for Christmas. You know?
Yeah, right. I got some underwear with a ball hammock on them. Those things are fucking
Nice.
amazing.
Dude, I just wish.
The towels, I was so excited. We got full like body, hand, and washcloth, and I was just like, yes.
Do you actually use them for separate applications?
I haven't touched the hand
I
towel
was
or the
gonna say
washcloth.
towels are towels to me, man. Like they go all
Yeah.
over balls, hands,
I
everything.
mean, I don't dry off with a washcloth.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Like
Well, I have.
I've had to take a whore bath before, yes, but
No. The worst thing is you're out of towels and like the only thing most is a hand towel. I'm like, fuck it, I'm drying off with a hand towel.
I've wrapped myself with a hand towel when I was younger.
I almost
like
had
when I was
listen, I
40.
almost had to do that the other day because I actually yesterday when I did laundry, I washed my towel. My towel was in the dryer.
One towel.
Like I hit the I hit the no, I have more than one towel. This just happened to be my favorite towel. It's just my favorite towel. All right. And I wash it like a couple times a week. Don't fuck off. Like when I do laundry, it goes in. You know, eat a dick.
My
James.
towel gets washed like once a month.
I almost
It's like I'm
No.
only here on the weekends.
What? Wait,
you know?
you just say you only wash your towel once a month?
But I'm only here on the weekends. It's like it might get used twice before in between washes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like I use it for a month straight. No,
Like it's like
I
four.
use it.
It's like four tops.
I use mine for like 3 or 4 days in a row.
Yeah, it's like
Right,
four
that's what I'm
tops.
saying, like,
yeah.
I'm here. I shower on a Saturday, and then I shower Monday morning. That's twice. Gone for a week. Come in the following Friday, shower on Saturday, and then I wash it on Sunday.
Yeah, it's four tops wash. That's usually when you have a small load. All right. James, how do we get here? Yeah, Bo. Yeah, I almost did that yesterday. Like my towel's in the I turned on the water and I'm like, I'm missing something, and went to step in the shower. I went, my towel, and ran downstairs and grabbed it in the dryer and came running back upstairs. I went, I would have had to wash off with the hand towel. That would have been bad. So sorry, James. Continue.
But yeah, I got some
Sorry for
towels, just some soap.
interrupting.
And didn't have all that much. Yesterday had to work fucking 12 hours straight. It was a motherfucker. And it's the last little bit of people that are spending Christmas money and the welfare ballers and everything. So yesterday was fucking packed. But come to Cheddar's, come eat our food. It's good.
Not if you're gonna get fucking the
Diphtheria.
the Fortney flu from it.
We made like 25 grand last night. It was insane.
It's a good night for good night for the Cheddars.
Yeah.
Good day.
But I ain't had much. Eric at work, he's been trying to get into fights with people, calling the bartender a cunt to her face. He was bitching at me yesterday. And yet I was trying. What was it?
You guys start like a fight club or something, or is he just being a dick?
He's just being a dick.
No.
He kicked his wife out of his house and some other shit, and so he's just not enjoying life right now. And just coming to work being a dickhead.
But he's going through some shit. So he just needs his ass kicked. He'd be fine.
Yeah.
Or he needs to get laid. One of the two.
But yesterday I was trying to be more friendly with him and stuff, and I started asking him questions about how old he was, and he's like your age, John. But actually older. He was 79. He was born.
That's not even
yeah. That's like 44.
Yeah, he's in 40. Yeah.
Old fucks.
Hey, I'm not that far behind him.
He's got 4 years, 5 years on me.
But I was asking him questions about his tattoos, and he started bragging about how his face tattoos were done with a staple.
Oh, right
and
on.
Some weird shit like that.
Right on.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? Why is this something you're proud of?
I don't know. Take it easy, Folsom. Right on. All right.
I very quickly just got myself out of that conversation because I was like, this is creepy.
Cool. Appreciate the cell block D.
Yeah. I'm out. But he started bitching me out later in the night, and I just went over to the bar and started drinking before heading out, getting picked up by my girlfriend. But a full 12 hours in a restaurant is not fun. That was irritating as shit.
12 hours anywhere is not fun.
No. It just starts repeating itself. Like, you just see the bricks, you start seeing faces in the ceiling and stuff, and it's just like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
That might sound a little schizophrenic, but I think people understand where
it's about hour
bricks, and you're like, I see a Tinkerbell in there now.
About hour 10 when you at a place at work, you're just like, I'm done.
I need to get out of here. Yeah.
Wow.
I started getting antsy. I started bitching out people. I went up to the manager being like, I am so sorry for today.
I'm out like a boner in sweatpants. I gotta go.
It was horrible. But yeah. Not much. What up, John? See you rubbing your hands.
So obviously New Year's was this past week. We are into a new year. And I decided to venture over to the neighbor's house and hang out with their neighbors, my good neighbors, and have some fun. Have a few adult beverages and chit chat and all that.
Yeah.
And about 45 seconds in, I realized actually it felt 45 seconds, but it was probably about, I don't know, an hour over being over there. We're getting ready to play Cards Against Humanity. And I might have had one too many adult beverage, and an F-bomb might have came out of my mouth. Like, I like to use those like cursives.
You're not allowed to use those?
I am. No, I am. And I went, oh my God, there's one older lady there that was super nice. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry about my language. Being me having manners, I was apologizing. And I thought, and I was trying not to offend her. And she was like, oh, you're fine, you're fine. She goes, you can use whatever words you want. Just don't use the C word or the N word. And I went, and I, in my head, thought at that moment in time, I have a perfect opportunity to play out the perfect pop culture's reference to the N word that's out there. Anybody knows what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the South Park episode,
Naggers.
So there I am. And I went, oh, what N-word's that? And she goes, you know which one's that is. I'm like, what's that? Naggers? And I went like that, and she did not find that funny. And nobody else really found that funny. And I'm like, no one's getting that reference except for two people that got that reference. I went, thanks. But everyone else just fell silent and looked at me like I was an ass. I was like, I'm just going to sit down and apologize. Shut up now.
I was trying to think of the cunt is so much easier to say but I can't think of any smart, good joke.
I do. I have one, and it's coming soon. So I really do, and it really is coming soon. So after that, I'm sitting there. We're playing Cards Against Humanity, and I happen to, how you play. You had to read a card every so often. So I go to read the card, and my card reads. I'm reading that I have to judge on. It says, when I see my neighbor sitting outside, I figure that he needs help with. That's the card I'm reading. And for everybody that does know me, I like to sit out front of my house and drink beer when I get home on nice days. Let me tell you,
not so nice days.
Even on some of the not so nice days. Let me tell you something. These people started throwing a card out as if they had pre-planned this.
Yo.
Literally, the first card I turned over read, to help him drink beer outside. The next card read, help him complain about his ex-wife.
All right.
The next one read, hear conspiracy theories and bitch about world politics. I'm like, what the fuck? I feel personally attacked right now.
They're writing fucking cards.
I am fucking personally fucking attacked right now of what is going on. I mean, every single one is shit. The one I picked was rip anal beads out of his ass. I'm like, that's the only one I don't do. So yeah, let's do. That's the winner. Whoever picked that one, that's it. I'm like, oh, there's 15 people playing cards, and 14 of them was shit that I would do on my front porch when I'm sitting there, and they are just. I'm not real happy. I felt personally attacked.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, and I'm like, oh, great. This is kicking off my new year. And guess what? My new year kicked off with a bang. So, like, go to work, and Monday is about the smoothest day I have. And Tuesday, I go into a shitstorm. And like, I felt like a 5-year-old. You're trying to get a 5-year-old go to a dentist when I found out I had to go to this fucking hellhole of a storm for the next. It was supposed to be 3 days. It turned into 4 days, which is turning into all of this week.
Ooh.
If I survive this week, someone's picking up my bar tab. Okay, that's all. So I go in, and this manager of this store is completing, hot garbage. Anyways. The store's a mess. So I start getting the trash off the floor. I start working, blah, 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 going on. This lady locks me. This lady locks me in the store not once, but twice. At one point, shuts the store down at like 10 o'clock so she can go to the bank. Oh, it doesn't tell me. I hear people knocking on the door going, are you open? I went, I don't know how to run the register, dude. I don't know how to do that. And I don't know where she went. She didn't say anything. Didn't put a note. She just left.
Biatch.
Dude, at
that
one
doesn't
point
seem allowed almost.
It's not.
Like,
so anyways, she locked me in the store. Thanks. So after about an hour, she goes, well, I go walking up front to go do something, and she's walking by me, and she goes, oh, and acts like she faints. And she goes, oh my God, my blood sugar is 60. I went, oh, did you just test your blood sugar? And she goes, well, no. I went, then how did you get 60? And she was like, what happens if I would have fainted in front of you? I'm like, I would have stepped over to you and asked you if you needed 911 as I went to go continue on doing what I was doing anyways. And she goes, you're an asshole. And I'm like, yep. Anyways.
You're observant.
I'm like, yeah, nailed it. So I go turning the corner to go finish doing what I'm doing. And there's like a couple of black ladies. I love you. And the more the more I'm around y'all, I love you even more. Like I loved you at the beginning. I'm falling in even more in love with you because of shit like this. I come around the corner, and these two nice black ladies are dying laughing at me because of what they heard the conversation and what just happened. And they're laughing. They're like, you didn't even miss a beat. Did you just say you're going to step over her? I'm like, yes. They're like, would you? I'm like, yeah, 100%. And I'm still like working, and they're dying laughing. One lady throws her hand up. She goes, oh, I should take you out and buy you lunch or something. That was the funniest thing ever. And laughing at me. I'm like, ma'am, I'm like, I'm going to let you know something. I'm half white and half Mexican. I'm like, you mix me together. I'm like, you an agent on the penis scale. There's nothing I can do for you. So I promise you, after lunch, it's just not going to happen. And she went, and I go, I hope you guys have a nice fucking day. And I go walking off, and they are now falling out fucking laughing, dying. That was about the highlight of my week. And then we get into the shit show, ladies and gentlemen. Mind you, I'm at this fucking hellhole store for fucking 2 days. The very next fucking day, I'm with this fucking lady's assistant, and he is worse than a piece of chewed up bubblegum, useless. And he fucking pissed me off so bad that I started going off at the gums, and I'm realized that I'm doing it. Thank God the store was closed down, because I am chewing this dude's ass out to the point where he was just like, I've never been talked to like that. I'm like, I don't give a shit. The follow-up the next day, hold up. The follow-up the next day, I'm with him again, and then the manager comes in, and these two ding-dongs start getting into it and fighting. And then I'm in the back, and then she comes back to me to start complaining about him, only for me to go, I've had enough of both of you. And for me to chew her ass about how terrible they both are and how I hate being at their store and how I literally act like a 5-year-old trying to go to the dentist because when I get told to go to that store, and I'm 41 years old, all I want to do is listen to my music, put your shit on the shelf, and be left the fuck alone. But no, I got to babysit you two fucking ding-dongs and run your fucking store when I'm here.
Yep.
Woo! Only for her to look at me, turn around, walk the fuck off, and throw her keys on the fucking register and say, I fucking quit this motherfucker, and walk out the door. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I chewed someone's ass out so badly they got that mad at themselves that they fucking hated their lives so badly that they threw their keys and quit their job.
Yep.
Quitters.
How old was the assistant?
55.
Never mind. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because I'm dealing with that with some of the servers where like they'll start tearing up when I'm like, hey, motherfucker, I'm doing other shit. I'll get your salad out. Give me a fucking minute. And I'll see like some of the younger guys like start tearing up and shit. I'm like, bro, what in the fuck?
Up, Nancy.
So, yeah. Now I get to run the store until they find a store manager. There you go, John.
Now you're going to be stuck there forever.
You're the reason, so you have to.
Pretty much. It's only supposed to be for a week. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, that's great.
So
55, you're an assistant.
I not happy with my life either. I just want to be left the fuck alone. Everybody knows who I am. I'm fucking, hey, feed me like a mushroom. Keep me in the dark. Feed me shit. I'm okay. So some of the people that I work with happen to know my sister, my boss being one of them. The next day when I'm stuck back at the store for day number 4, only supposed to be for 3 days. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Done more than 4. My boss looks at me and she goes, boy, we thought your sister was a bitch until we met you. Jesus, heard what you said and how you said it. My God. We thought your sister was a bitch. I'm like, oh no. No. I'm a fucking cunt. Fuck me wrong. And I'm not only going to take your fucking house, your car, your family, but you'll want to quit your job and not want to ever see me ever fucking again. And I'm like, and she goes, and this is why we're giving you a pay raise. Yes, James, that's how you crack a good cunt joke.
Yep, that is a good one.
Told you. That was my week, ladies and gentlemen. I told you it was a fucking shit show going into it. Ugh. Got made fun of by my neighbors. I mean, personally attacked, I feel like. And I think I took it well by a champion. Got to crack a very good pop culture reference. That didn't go over too well at all.
It's not your fault they don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah.
That's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, these stories this week have a theme. Just remember that they tend to have a theme. And the last story this week, I want to know why this man wants that theme to happen.
Oh, before.
So yes, go on,
Ken
James.
Block
Passed away.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
there was
actually,
a
yes.
few already.
Yeah, it
The
usually happens
fucking
this time of
football
the year.
player, all that shit.
He's alive.
Yeah,
Jeremy
luckily.
Rayner getting run over by his own snowplow.
Like, holy shit.
Ken Block passing away. I think there's one other.
I think so. That's what I'm trying to remember. Also,
I don't know. I've been
Ken
off
Block.
I've
That
been
was
off.
fucking with me.
I've been off the internet.
Yeah,
Clearly.
I haven't really been reading news or anything like that, but that's one I saw, and I was just like, motherfucker.
Good thing we just like to make fun of things in our lives on this podcast, and we hope you guys feel better about your life afterwards. I hope that's how we're a little bit unique this way. Like you guys like, oh, your lives aren't that, our life ain't that fucking bad, or my God, that guy has a weird take on his world, or my goodness, this guy's insane. That's what we're all about here, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, and I'm getting more comfortable at my job where I'm poking at people now, so it'll be more entertaining soon with some of my coworkers getting those stories. But goddamn, Eric, I hope he gets fucking fired. That dude is insane.
You never want to hear. You never want someone to get fired. You always want them to quit themselves.
Well, I think he's gonna swing on me eventually.
No,
so that's what I'm just like, Jesus.
Take it easy. You never want anybody to lose a job. You never want that to happen. Now, if they quit, that's their problem. They can't handle the truth. That's themselves, right, Don?
Yep.
There you go. All right. This week's stories, ladies and gentlemen, tend to have a trend. And we like this trend sometimes because it's fun. Now, like I said, the last one, I want to know why they want this trend to happen. Wow. All right. You know what?
$10 and a pencil. A post I made in another subreddit reminded me of this one. Enjoy. A few years ago, after changing jobs, I found myself in a new office, with a new phone number. After some orientation, training and other new hire stuff, I finally get to sit down and do the things. I get my voicemail and answering machine set up the email, and the phone rings. Good morning, Railroad Engineering. Yeah, when can I take the GED test? Sorry, wrong number. Click rings again. Seriously, when can I take the GED test? Like I said, wrong number. Bye. This went on for weeks. 15 to 20 calls a day. People screaming at me for not being the Adult Learning Center. One day, an epiphany, this isn't the Adult Learning Center? Nope. Do you know the number? Check Google. I did, this is the number on their website. Oh really? A little Google foo of my own, and I dig up a few numbers, and give them a call. They tell me that they don't maintain their website, and there's nothing they can do about it, and it's not their problem. I'm just going to have to deal with it. My favorite line of that conversation was, what are you going to do about it? I work for the state. You can't do naughty word. Bye-bye. And you can imagine that bye-bye just dripped with the condescension that only hubris and decades of Karenhood can muster. Oh.
All right, let's take a pause right there. If you're nice about something and you get a condescending bye-bye, what path are you going to go down right there?
Oh, it's venge. I'm getting vengeance. God damn it.
I can just see Haven like getting upset with me because I'm just like going down rabbit holes for hours of like, I'm gonna find this woman's house.
Okay. See, now do you see where the trend is going to go for these stories this week? It's all about getting some revenge, ladies and gentlemen.
This cunt's house.
All right.
Hell.
Let's see what route he took.
Let's dance. The next day. Good morning, Railroad. When can I take the GED test? We give that on request. It takes about an hour and a half. Come on down. Oh, awesome. How much is it? $10. Bring a pencil. We'll sharpen yours, but we can't supply them. Budget cuts, you know. Nah, I get it. See you in a bit. Take your time. They don't like me telling you this, but if you get here before we close, they have to give you the test. See you when you get here. Thanks, man. See you later. Now for those of you who don't know, the GED test takes a whole naughty day. It also usually costs upward of $100, depending on the state. In the state I was living and working at the time, it was around $200. As such, it was only offered at certain intervals. So, as I was telling dozens of people per day that it was $10, took 90 minutes, and offered on request, I'm sure that they were absolutely inundated with angry people with freshly sharpened number 2 pencils, waving their $10 bills, and demanding the test that the guy on the phone told them they could come and take. Every morning, I checked the website to see if my phone number was still on there. I also took the liberty of crawling around and getting the phone numbers for some managers. I was happy to hand these out when people called back to complain that they hadn't been allowed to take the test. Head back down there, and ask to speak to random director and tell them that they called the number on the website and this is what they were told. It took them about 6 more weeks to change the website. For some reason, all of the managers' numbers disappeared from the website as well.
Oh, that's so good.
Well done, sir. Well done. See, Jamie's like, I'm gonna go burn someone's house down. Donnie's like, I'm showing up to their office and beating on their door until they're fucking changing. This dude just
moving, you can try to move me.
This guy went, huh? Oh wait, you need your GED test? Yeah, man, we do that anytime. Show up whenever, no matter what, they have to give it to you. Bring a pencil and $10, and it's yours, baby.
Yep.
Click. Oh, what? They're mad? Oh, talk to Mike Smith. He's the executive there. Here's his personal phone number. Click.
Yeah.
Well done, sir. Well fucking done.
Revenge is the best dish served cold.
That's a fucking good one.
Like,
And I'm just imagining that woman just being like, what did I do?
can you imagine how many pissed off people that went down there? And you know, if you're getting your GED, those like
It's
some of those-
needed.
it's
And
needed.
also that.
Some of those people tend to have tempers, and that's why they don't have a high school diploma, because they just didn't know how to listen then. So keep telling them no. How that work
I
out?
got my GED.
Yeah,
What is it?
Donnie went and got his GED.
It was like 10 years after I dropped out.
Well, you
I
got
have
it,
my
though.
I have my equivalency, but it's because I graduated early.
See?
High school diploma ain't that important, kids.
Nope.
Nope.
Neither is
No one ever asked for it. Nothing ever fucking.
That's for college. College is the thing now.
I've
Just-
taken college courses without it.
yeah. So, not a big deal.
Like it's a lot easier in
Yeah, but
certain lanes.
Just saying. Just saying.
Don't drop out, but
Get it done. Now,
Donnie looking around like
I was gonna say, drop out, kids. Do your thing.
be happy. That's all we want. Be happy and make money doing it. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
go to trade school. You can drop out sophomore year and go to trade school.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You
right.
can.
You can. You can do. Yeah. That's it. All you need is that.
If my kid comes to me offering that,
Okay.
maybe.
So, are we ready for some more revenge?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, mind you, these are slowly stepping up. One might be over the
All
line.
right.
Reddit, what is the most effed up way you got back at someone that wronged you? Friend and I were fishing at a local creek when my friend's brother pulled up. Being the D he normally was, he started throwing rocks in the creek to scare the fish, and then he threw my friend's bike in the creek. We were 13 at the time. My friend was crying and I felt so bad. I jumped into the creek and got his bike out, told him we would get his brother back. About a month later we were fishing again and it was the dead of summer. I told my friend today is the day we get his brother back. Caught a 2/3 pound carp, threw it up on the side of the bank and left it there until we were done fishing. At the end of the night went back to his place. His brother's car was sitting on the street. We took the carp, sliced it open and threw it under the driver's seat and rolled his windows 3/4 up. The next morning when we woke and left I forgot about what we had done. Well, when I rode past JT's car I noticed the window was kind of black and then I took a closer look. It was covered in flies. I actually got scared because I did not expect to a window caked with flies. By the time I got home I was laughing in tears because his brother was always such a D to us. Fast forward to baseball practice about 3 days later. Friend had a black eye but smiled at me when we made eye contact. His brother flipped out and ran into his house and punched him in the face. His mom flipped out on his brother. Brother was grounded for the rest of summer. His mom said that my friend would never do such a thing and he played along and acted as if he had no idea. Apparently the smell never really left the car. We nicknamed his brother Lord of the Flies.
Yes. Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
I've had my fair share of revenges.
I've thrown a handful of ham slices in my day.
But mine's a little bit more spiteful than that. So like me, whenever the ex-wife and I split up a long time ago for the first time,
Yeah.
well, I still had keys to the house. And I came and I stole all the living room furniture. Everything, every piece of furniture in the living room was gone. Got no court order that says it's not mine. It was great.
yeah, I don't think. No, I've never really taken vengeance out. If I've had a problem with someone, it's always been right then and there, and after that, I'm done with it. I never hold on to shit long enough to actually think out of a plan. That's me though. I'm like a bull in a china shop once you piss me off.
I had an old friend that moved in with a bunch of mutual friends that didn't know how much of a big piece of shit he was, and I just started telling all of them different stories about him separately, like not in a group chat or anything, and he ended up left with the entire bill for the house.
Nice.
Everyone moved out on him.
Jesus.
Yeah. So no, I think that's my best one,
Nice.
where I just started convincing people of like, you need to get away from this man. And he was left with a house payment in California.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude, no.
Yeah,
No.
so I'm kind of proud of that one.
Yeah, no. No. Yeah, like I said, I don't think I've ever had like an issue where somebody like where I actually had to think out of a plan to get revenge on them. I'm sure that day's coming, but
Never say
I-
never.
never say never. You know, I'm sure one day I'll have to do that, but usually if I have a problem with them, I just say my fucking piece right then and then, or we handle it and move the fuck on. If I don't like you, I won't like you.
Me?
No, I might pull a prank on you or some shit like that, but nothing, nothing on spite like this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the one I want to know if you all think might be over the line. Now, let's see what you all think.
Ruin my wedding to propose? I'll ruin your proposal. Throwaway account I, 35 male, have a young brother Todd, 29 male, who had a complicated birth and had to stay a month in the ICU, and because of that my parents have always doted on him and almost denied him nothing, even if it was to the detriment of my sister Abby, 32F, and I. My brother drinks in on the attention and has on more than one occasion made himself the center of attention at either my sister's, or a cousin's special event. Because of this, Abby and I have a strained relationship with Todd and our parents. Unfortunately, Todd met and fell in love with Lucy, 24F, who announced her own pregnancy at the baby shower my mom held for Abby. When I proposed to my wife Michelle, 30F, I just wanted to elope, but she really wanted her family to be there, so I invited my family out of obligation. While out, my best man Jim, 35 male, noticed a receipt from a jewelry store slipped out of Todd's pocket. Jim confronted Todd about this, which led to an argument. Jim told me everything and I told Todd that he was no longer going to be a groomsman because I knew he was going to propose at my wedding. Todd cried to our parents, and which led to a blowout. In my parents' eyes, since Todd never admitted that he was going to propose to Lucy at my wedding, I was unfairly judging him. I refused and brought up Todd's past behavior. My parents couldn't refute this and got Todd to agree to not try anything at my wedding. This wasn't enough to convince me to let him be a groomsman,
no.
but I warned him that if, as a guest, he'd try anything I would make him regret it. Fast forward to the wedding, and surprise, surprise, Todd walked over to Lucy and proposed to her during Michelle's father-daughter dance, and did it in a way so that everyone would notice.
Are
To my
you?
revenge, Jim and I had hired a woman to pretend to be Todd's side piece, who cornered Todd and Lucy and claimed that she was pregnant with his baby. Todd denied this, but when she called his phone, I gave her his number and messed with Todd's phone to incriminate him. It didn't look good. Lucy threw the ring back at Todd and left in tears. When Todd saw the smile on my face, he knew that it was me, and I didn't respond to a single call/text from him or my parents until after the honeymoon. Lucy has thrown Todd's stuff out and has been denying access to their kid. Todd is furious and is demanding that I clear his name. I sent him a text saying that I had no idea what he was talking about, as well as a screenshot of a bill for the wedding, and gave a vague message demanding reimbursement for half of the wedding costs. Michelle knew the whole time what I was planning and gave me the green light after Todd ruined her moment with her dad, so I felt pretty good, but now even Abby thinks I went too far.
Now, if they're not married yet, it's not too far, in my opinion.
All right, so let me get a quick rundown here, a Cliff Note version of what just happened. So Todd was the youngest of two to an older brother and a sister named Abby, right?
Yeah.
And he had a complicated birth, and his parents kind of babied him because of that. Now, Todd met and fell in love with Lisa, who announced her pregnancy at Abby's baby shower. First of all, that's no there. Let's strike. Probably that's many strikes out against Todd right there. Well, let's not do that.
If you want to go up to the person that the baby shower is for and have a little one-on-one and let them know, and then if they want to decide, then maybe. But even that seems questionable. But if you want to let them know, like, hey, we're going to be around the same time and just have your happy little girls moment, that's fine.
Yeah, like that's next day news. That's,
you don't need to let other
you don't do
people
that on that.
there.
Yeah, so call that strike, whatever. And then your brother meets Michelle, falls in love, is going to get married to her, and you propose to Lisa during the father-daughter dance.
That's pretty shady.
That's just ridiculous.
You deserve to get your fucking chest kicked right through your fucking back.
Yeah. Like, what in the fuck is wrong
That
with
is
you?
A huge no-no.
Fuck.
Like, even after you confronted your parents going, you know he's doing this, right? And I went, oh no, you'd never do that. If I was the dad and I defended you about not doing that, and you turned around and,
and then watched your happy ass march up there,
I would take an aluminum bat and crush it against your fucking esophagus. Like full Mark McGuire fucking 1998 home run chase swing to your fucking throat with that thing.
Fuck.
Like, seriously.
If
But
I was
I'm
the
not the
groom,
kid's
I
dad.
would just be swinging.
In the middle of the father-daughter dance.
Right.
That's the bride's day. That's the bride's day, ladies and gentlemen. We all know that.
Right. It's not about the groom. It never is.
The groom is supposed to be the eye candy. And he ain't even good eye candy. He's just like a decorative.
He's just there to be supportive.
That's the bride's, and it's the father-daughter dance. You deserve to get fucking punted in the nuts. But these guys hired an actress. These guys planned ahead and hired an actress. Like, hey, if this dude pulls this stunt, I need you to run up there and go, hey, there you are. I'm pregnant with your baby. Oh, you don't believe me? Here's his phone number on all these text messages.
It's so good. So good.
I mean, he's losing out on his child right now over it.
I don't think it's too far. This isn't the first time. I don't think it's too far.
Totally has it come.
Ooh, I mean, that's good though. That is a good plot. That's a good way to
I
plan
can't
ahead.
even imagine being that person. Like doing the group, like doing the best man speech. I was so nervous of being the center of attention at something I'm not supposed to be that I was throwing up the entire fucking day beforehand. To have that plan of like, I'm going to propose at my brother's fucking wedding.
And
That's some
ruin
serious, like, just disconnected shit.
and ruin your wife's or your sister-in-law's father, daughter. Ooh.
That is some gnarly shit. Like, what?
That's beyond fucked.
Yeah.
That's a dick. I told you. I'm glad I'm not the father of that guy, dude.
Oh, and that's what I mean. Like, I can see if, say, I'm the grooms, I know Tracy well enough, he'd be fucking sprinting at him, ready to fight also.
That's a fight on site, I think, man.
Yeah.
If you propose at anybody else at someone else's reception, it better be planned and the bride better be okay with it.
Yeah. Like, what?
You know, like the bride be like, hey, I know today's my day, but I need to hand the microphone off to somebody.
Yeah,
type
give a
planned.
sign. Give a little.
You know what I mean? That way everybody knows the bride is okay with what is about to happen.
Handing the torch over.
Yeah. Type moment. Because if that doesn't happen, somebody need to be kicking someone's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's happening in the parking lot where nobody else is fucking around. Like down by a pond, way the fuck off, and you don't announce that shit until Tuesday when the happy couple are on their honeymoon.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
saying. That is
I would be irate.
Just saying.
What else, buddy?
Now, for the final story of this week. This is the one we're gonna have so many questions for this one, and I can't wait to see where you guys go with it.
Lawyers who put together wills. What is the craziest / oddest thing someone wanted to put in theirs? To my daughter Anne, who created my beautiful granddaughter Jane, and her dear fourth husband John, who laid hands on my Jane, I leave $1 you money-grubbing bastards. To Jane I leave all of my monetary assets, save $5,000, and my best gun which I leave to my son Bill, on the condition that he beats John bloody during the time between my funeral and my burial. Jane, bail your uncle out of jail, please.
That's brilliant.
I told you we had a theme this week, and someone's plotting a theme or revenge from the grave. I want to know what John did for this. If someone's gonna reach out and touch you from the grave,
You never hit a man's daughter. Just gonna leave it.
what the fuck did you do?
It's a fucking good one.
If
at
you're
that. I
plotting
hope somebody
revenge,
gives me that task when they
Some of
die.
these are giving me ideas.
I would be honored to fulfill that task
That also.
for anyone. Just put it out there. If you ever die and like you want, like if you know you're dying and like I just want to see this fucking ungrateful bastard get the brake speed off him, will it to me. I will make sure that shit happens.
for
Oh,
what
that's
price though? What's the
amazing.
like? Someone can't be like, "Hey Donnie, can you beat the shit out of this guy for me? Here's $20."
If it's
5,000?
somebody well, I mean,
Bail money.
right. You got to provide a lawyer to get me off. Not like
Yeah.
get me off, but I mean,
Well, that'd
to
be
the
nice
hotline.
too.
Right. You have to provide the lawyer and you have to get me out of jail. That's it.
Okay.
Help me source an alibi and we're set.
You got 15 witnesses that all say nothing happened.
Right.
He fell into the casket, sir.
Yep.
Just all bloodied.
We told him not to do it.
All right. Like, I want to know, but yeah, what did John do?
He probably beat the shit out of that guy's daughter.
If
That's what I'm
he-
saying. And she was probably
Oh.
too weak to fucking leave him. So like here's what's gonna happen. Your uncle's gonna beat the shit out of him.
Hopefully it was only an ass beating and he wasn't fucking the other fucking touching. Because if it's that touching, I hope fucking Bill fucking shoots him with that fucking rifle.
If they were married,
huh?
It sounds like this is like the guy's son-in-law.
Yeah, it's the fourth wife or fourth husband.
Right. So at that point,
Fourth husband.
You're just
it's the fourth
for anybody
husband.
For you, so you'll just
she's on 5 or 6 now.
Yeah, she's on her. This lady's on her fourth husband. She had Jan. Jan got touched by John, who's the fourth husband, in some sort, either one physical way or another,
right?
Attacking or sexual. And I hope Bill, if it's fucking attacking, I hope Bill beats shit off him. It's sexual. I hope he uses that rifle that, whoever willed it to him. And John goes missing. Just saying it.
Yep.
But we have questions. I want to know which one was which, and I want to know if it happened.
I'm just putting it out there. I live really close to Indian reservations. What dies on the res stays on the res.
Do they actually say that out there, Donnie? Yes, they do.
Yeah. Up north, they do.
I'm about to shit myself.
All right. Jamie, that's awesome, James. All right.
I can feel myself crowning.
Whatever. All right. That's all I got, ladies and gentlemen.
Look out, folks. I'm growing a tail.
Jamie, why don't you go ahead and leave us with whatever you got?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing much. Kanko_eater on Twitter. If you want to send me money, please. Hames from James on Cash App. I'd appreciate it.
Start like an OnlyFans or something, bro.
I need to, but I'm willing to beg at this point. I'm in my 20s. It's all right. But love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye. All right, Donnie, what do you got
have
for
a
us?
good poop before
I
work.
got jack shit. Donnie doesn't do social media anymore. Except for the occasional, I'll log on to Facebook on not through the app, just online.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm just a drifter.
Right on, brother. Right on. All right. Obviously, find me at losers_loss on Twitter. Loss_loser_podcast on Instagram and everywhere else. Lostloserspodcast@gmail.com. You want to send us emails or anything like that. Patreon, once again, go hit the Patreon channel. If you're watching on YouTube and Rumble, hit subscribe. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, please leave us that 5-star review. And now, Donnie, usually I leave us with quotes or something wild like this, but man, we listened to that song by Steel Beans, Molotov Cocktail Lounge, before we kicked off the show. This is one of his TikTok videos, man. You get this guy off fucking play, dude. This dude's amazing. Here's some Steel Beans, everyone.
Step into nowhere. Oh, run out and get down up and I'll snatch that little bit of heart that you thought you had. I know I leave it open.
What do you think,
So
Donnie?
I'm hoping deep down
Shit, I love this guy. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Goodbye. See you next week. Bye. Oh, I'm still recording. I still have to hit stop.